Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Lydia Lost the Plot. I'm Lydia and I'm here today with a weekly wrap up. Yes, it's that time of the week again where we wrap up our week of reading. So this week has been a bit of a weird one, I'll be honest. It's had some very high highs and some very low lows. It's been a week. So as you may or may not have noticed, the UK at the minute is sort of in a bit of turmoil. So some of that has trickled down to where I live, and also I had an incident at work where I got physically assaulted. I mean, the joys of retail. And don't worry, I'm fine, it's all been sorted, but it's quite triggering and quite traumatizing to go through that. And so really I just wanted to say to people that, you know, keep yourself safe. I hope you're okay, and don't spread hate, because nobody's got time for that. So that was really difficult. But then a very special person in my life took me to a place I'd never been before. I went to Llangollen in Wales. Very, very pretty. Very good bookish destination if you've ever wanted to check out somewhere that is very picturesque and beautiful and full of history and nature, and it's just beautiful. So that was absolutely lovely. And I also got to explore my mum's hometown of Knutsford in Cheshire. If again, that's full of history, full of bookish delights. So that was also wonderful. So yeah, I've had the bad, but I've had the very, very good. And let's focus on that. And talking about the very good, it brings me to my reading of the week. Now, I've not been able to read a huge amount this week. I'll explain why a little bit later. But I did want to dive into some reading, and I started off the month with finishing Soldier Sailor by Claire Kilroy. If you haven't already watched my monthly wrap up for July, go check that out. But I did mention this, but I didn't go into detail about it because I just finished it and I wanted to let it sort of percolate like a really good coffee. Now, my thoughts on this, when I first went into it, I was like, I'm not gonna like this. It was really hard to get over my innate bias against books about motherhood, because I am a mother, I've done it, but I always feel like it's a bit like been there, done that kind of situation when it comes to books about motherhood. Sometimes they can be a bit prescriptive, sometimes they can be a bit preachy. This book does not do any of that. This book is very good. There are some moments in it that you just think, oh my gosh, I feel like the identification is coming out of every single word. I thought it was beautifully written, and I felt like it tackled a lot of the aspects of motherhood that aren't talked about very often, the struggles that new mothers have to go through, the effect on their partner, the effect on their home life, and just how sort of, especially in those first sort of 6 weeks with a newborn, you sort of lose all sense of time, space, identity, everything. It just all goes out the window and you're just there to kind of help a child survive. That's what it feels like. And I thought Claire Kilroy had a wonderful take on this. It was so honest and open. Now, the only thing that I struggled with this book was the ending. Now, I won't go too much into the ending because I think that I don't want to give too much away, and I don't really do spoilers on this channel. However, I would say the ending is nice. It's lovely. It's really nice, and I think it would bring hope to a lot of people. For me, that wasn't always the truth. I don't think that you particularly come out of the way that this book speaks about that feeling. I think that it changes, but it doesn't necessarily go away. And so I don't know whether I completely identified with the ending, and I'm not sure it completely worked for me with that last bit. However, very good book. I think it deserves its place on the lists it's been long listed and shortlisted for, and I can see why people are identifying with a lot. If you've read this, please leave a comment in the down below. That makes it sound like a bit in the comments down below, and let me know what you thought of it, because I really want to chat to some people about it, particularly whether or not, if you're a parent or you're not a parent, what your perspective was on it, how it kind of made you feel, what it made you think about. Has it changed your opinion on anything? Has it enlightened you? I really want to like discuss it. I feel like it'd be a great book club book. So yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was good. I'm not shouting off the rooftops about it, and I don't think I will be, but I do think it's a book I would recommend to anyone that might be struggling in those postpartum times, because it's got a lot of identification in there, and I did enjoy it. Now, next up, this is why I've not read a lot, right? Usually I can squeeze in quite a few books in a week. It's not only been quite a busy week, but it's also been a week that I've tackled a big book. Now, I've not finished it, I'm nowhere near it, but the book that I'm currently reading is The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. I know, I finally got to it. I have been obsessed with the fact that this book has just kind of took the bookish world by storm, and I really wanted to read it, and I was putting it off because it's massive. Look how big it is. It's bigger than my head. So I was sort of putting it off. Should I? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, a certain somebody told me to read it, and so I did, and I have. And you know what? It's cracking. It's really good. So I'm only 270 pages in, so just nearly halfway. And it's a great family saga told from the perspective of each of the members of the family, in very different tones, in very different styles. And yeah, I just think it's super interesting and different. And the only issue I have with it is, when I'm reading it, love it, can't put it down, yes, fantastic, give me more, enjoying it, enjoying all of the characters, enjoying the story, everything. As soon as I put this book down, I don't want to pick it up back up again. What is that? Why is that a thing? How is that a thing? Because I like the book, but it's like this, I'm not drawn to pick it back up again. And I'm wondering if it's because of the size of it. I'm wondering if it's because I struggle when it's like dual narrative, and this is like quadruple narrative. So I don't know whether I'm quite connecting with it on the same level that I thought I would. So it's not an issue. I am making myself pick it up, and when I do pick it up, I'm enjoying it. So it's not an issue. But I just thought I'd mention that, because I wonder if that's something that other people struggle with. Do you do that? You know, the picking up back up of the book, is that ever an issue for you? Even if it's a really good book. So yeah, if you do struggle with that, please let me know. But I hope you're having a wonderful reading week, as I have been. I will leave you, because this is quite a short video, because I've not got much else to tell you, but I'll leave you with a couple of the things that I've enjoyed this week. So I have been watching on BookTube Olive's Book Nook, and her most recent wrap up was just fabulous. She's very slick, she's very cool, great recommendations, great opinions. She's very articulate. So I've really enjoyed watching her channel. And I've also been listening to the song Cowgirls by Morgan Wallen. It's just so good. It makes me feel like I should be line dancing in a bar wearing like an American flag on a t-shirt, short denim shorts and cowboy boots, which if anyone would like me to do and would pay for a ticket to Texas for me, I'll do it. I'm just saying. So yeah, so I've been pretending that I'm a cowgirl. This is all just a hangover from Beyonce's Texas Hold'em, because that immediately turned me into some kind of Southern belle. So I've been listening to that, but overall, weird week. I'm hoping that everyone's staying safe, and I am thinking of all the people that are currently having difficulties, and hoping that the goodness of people will prevail. So I hope that you're reading something great this week. Please do let me know. I've got some really good videos coming out this week, so if you want to see them and want to be the first to see them, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate your support. But until then, bye bye.